Hey everybody, this is Seth Davis for Campus Insiders. The first full day of action in the NCAA Tournament is in the books. What am I looking for on day two? Let me give you three games that I have my eye on. First, out in the Midwest, we've got 12th-seeded Buffalo against 5th-seeded West Virginia. That game taking place in Columbus, Ohio. We know the West Virginia Mountaineers love to run. They love to press. They can be careless with the basketball. They can be inconsistent with their three-point shooting, and they really foul a lot. They're ranked dead last in the country in defensive free throw rate, and they're going up against a Buffalo Bulls team, which, besides being coached by one of the greatest point guards in college basketball history, in Bobby Hurley, is a very good team playing out in the Mid-American Conference, finishing second in the league, and then winning the MAC tournament. They are a battle-tested team. Remember, Buffalo went into Rupp Arena early in the year, gave Kentucky a scare, also played Wisconsin tough in Madison before the start of conference play. They're not going to be fazed by what they find against West Virginia. We know the 5-12 game is the classic matchup pairing in the NCAA tournament. I like the Bulls to advance. Also, in the Midwest, a little bit later in the day, we've got 10th-seeded Indiana against 7th-seeded Wichita State. And this is a very tough draw for Indiana. I thought Wichita State was very underseeded at number 7. And Wichita State's basically a better version of the Hoosiers. Also doesn't have a lot of scoring in the post, but really one of the great perimeter trios in the country. And Cale Cotton, Ron Baker, and Fred VanVleet. Lots of NCAA tournament experience. Those three guys played in the Final Four 2 years ago. I expect that Wichita State will not only beat Indiana, but advance and defeat possibly Kansas in the next round and go to the Sweet 16. And then finally tonight at 7:20, this is going to be a really fun game. Out in the South region, it's 10th-seeded Davidson against 7th-seeded Iowa. That game taking place all the way out in Seattle, Washington. Here's the thing about Davidson, folks. They're going to shoot a lot of three-pointers, and they're going to get open. If the ball goes in, they've got a good chance to win. If the ball doesn't go in, the Hawkeyes will be able to advance. I do like the Hawkeyes in this game, but watch out for Davidson. Tyler Kalinowski and Jack Gibbs are their two guards. This is a great three-point shooting team. Bob McKillop is one of those coaches who just lets his guys go, play offense, play fast tempo, take a lot of three-point shots, the kind of basketball you guys know that I like to watch. And if you like to watch college basketball, this is the time of year for you, and Campus Insiders is the place that has all of the action covered. Keep it here.